Clinical psychologist has been selected to give convicted killer Joseph Duncan a full mental evaluation. Judge Edward Lodge ordered the evaluation before he decides if Duncan can represent himself during the sentencing phase of his federal trial. KXLY4's Annie Bishop live in North Idaho. Annie, how long might this evaluation last?
Today, Judge Lodge ordered the evaluation to be complete as soon as possible. No one, not even Duncan, wants the court hearing to be delayed, so it's likely this evaluation will take place in the next few days. Duncan made the request to represent himself last week. On Friday, he told the court he doesn't have a problem with his defense team, but feels, quote, they can't ethically represent his ideology. He didn't specifically say what ideology he was talking about. For Duncan to represent himself by law, he must knowingly and willingly make the request. Even though Judge Lodge says it appears Duncan is competent, citing his rational statements and behavior in court, he must be certain because so much is at risk. The court has selected Dr. Robert Engel, a clinical psychologist in Boise, to complete the exam. Dr. Engel will determine whether or not Duncan suffers a mental disorder that would make it difficult to understand his request and the consequences of that request. The evaluation will be sealed. That means it's not available to the public. Based on that exam, Judge Lodge will then make a decision which could come within the next week. Meanwhile, jury selection is scheduled to resume tomorrow. Eventually, that 12-person jury will decide whether or not Duncan should be executed or spend the rest of his life behind bars. Reporting live in North Idaho, Annie Bishop, KXLY4.